Yo, welcome to the show.
Yo, YouTube, what is good? It's a Sunday afternoon. You guys already know if you've been here for a minute, we'll be answering this question: what am I buying? And of course, it's June 9th, but what am I buying this week in Robinhood? In my taxable brokerage account, I invest typically 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I just buy whatever stocks or ETFs I feel like. I usually keep an eye out for the ex-dividend dates. That's not the only thing that drives me to buy into a position, or DCA into a position, but it is a factor that I definitely take into account. I have my four main things: the SPY, SPYG, SPY itself, VTI, and SCHD, that are IC, are my like forever holds. Well, and I just regardless of the price, regardless of dividends, ex div dates, whatever, I just like buying into these ones. But on the side, I have my individual stocks and ETFs that I like buying in. So we're going to talk about what these are for this week Tuesday and this week Thursday. So if you like that, if you like dividend stocks, if you want to buy into some ex div dates, you'll learn about some for this week. And yeah, if you like the Roth IRA, credit card, savings accounts, investing, money, all that, like, subscribe, let's go. So this week I'm going to be dropping $165 into my taxable brokerage account. Not a lot, but hey, that's what I can afford. That might be a lot to someone, might not be a lot to someone. Investing, it is so relative, and it is personal finance, like everyone says. Definitely true. 165.85 will be going into the Tuesday investments, and then of course that leaves Thursday with the remaining $80 of the entire deposit. So on Tuesday, June 11th, we're going to be buying SCHD, IAT, and Starbucks. Going to be buying 0.35 shares of SCHD. That's going to bring us to 13 total shares, and it seems like it's a little thing where people are keeping track of how many SCHD shares they have. So if you made it this far and you are a dividend investor, quote unquote, and you want to share how many SCHD shares you have, please feel free to drop that in the comments below. I'm at 13, of course. The goal is 14, but realistically, I mean, long term, 100 shares would be nice to have. But it's nice to see we're at a nice round number again. 13. It's a nice number. It's a good luck number for me. I think it is. We got IAT, which is just like I always say, it's a U.S. regional bank ET or index fund. It literally says it right there, and it's my way of exposing myself to the banking or finance sector in investing. I would love to have some JP Morgan Chase, and I have Visa, but I wanted an ETF that could umbrella all these companies, and I settled on this one. So adding a whole share to this position, that's going to take us to 2.1 shares. Expecting their ex-div date June 12, so going to be nice that we're buying just before. If you want to get some of their dividends, their yield is about 3.7 something, I believe. And yeah, just buy it before June 12 and you'll be paid. Not sure when they're paying, but it I believe it's in June too. So there you go. Next we have Starbucks. Starbucks isn't paying a dividend, or at least not right now. Not in this month or this, yeah, not right now. But they are still way decently lower than my average cost, and Starbucks is coming back very nicely. So we're adding 0.15 of a share to Starbucks. That's going to bring our total to 2.35. And yeah, Starbucks, it's it had its very, very, very tough times for earnings, but it just came back so beautifully. Let's look at the year to date chart for Starbucks. Right here, we are looking at the year to date. We can see April 30th took a real nasty dive. Dropped like $14 or so, and it even went lower than that. And just like clockwork, by the dip, like everyone says, and Starbucks just slowly trickles back up. Of course, I'm sure it will be pulling back at some point. We always anticipate the pullback, but it's been up 11%, 12% in the last month. So I mean, come on. Um, Still down in the position, and that's where we're gonna be buying some Starbucks because we're 5.5% below where we started. Like, it's still at a discount for us. For us, it is. 2.2 shares. Love to see that number grow. So by adding 0.15 of a share, we will make our way to 2.35 shares of Starbucks. And that brings the grand total to $81.30 for June 11, Tuesday. And pretty nice. We are definitely below what our like investment allocation is, I guess you can say. The $85, we're not using all of it. We're gonna have some leftovers, so that's definitely gonna be going towards our recurring buys, IGPT, O'Reilly, and the Sweet Green SG. So going to June 13th, we're buying SPY, VTI, SPY G. You see, like, these are the first three my forever buys, my forever holds. And why do I have this twice, guys? If you're new here, I do shit like this. Just bear with me. I'm just as confused as you guys are, to be very fair. I think I was gonna like copy it and edit it, but then I changed my mind. Oh my, it's just a shit show sometimes. But we're buying 0.03 shares of SPY. SPY has been ooh la la. Let's look at the SPY graph. So this is SPY for the day. SPY is at 533.31 right now, I guess. But let's look at the year-to-date performance of SPY. Almost 13% up. I mean, that's nice to see. We are, about 15% up in our position. But SPY has been ripping. And I mean, how much higher can it go? Infinity. Of course, SPY can run to infinity. But damn, it's nice to see SPY doing this. Very nice to see. We're buying at close to all-time highs, but it's also like you never know if the stock or the ETF will ever like pull back. So just buy, just regardless of the price, regardless of just find a schedule and be diligent and stick to it. And I think that's how real investors win with especially with dividend investing, I would say. So just gonna stay consistent with the SPY, and 3.16 shares. The long-term goal is infinity, but for now 4 would be a nice number to see, and then 5, oh, gonna love to see that. Next on the list is VTI. VTI, we're just adding 0.05 of a share, and that's gonna take us to 3.2 shares total. SPYG, we're only buying this once. We're buying 0.05 shares once, and that's going to give us 6 shares in total. The second one is a spoof. We're not buying it again. Yeah, they just ignore it. Then we're adding 2 individual stocks to our buys. These are based on ex-dividend dates. Coca-Cola is going to be one, and then Camping World the other. Coca-Cola, just a half a share of that, brings our total ownership to 4 whole shares of Coke. Crazy, right? Not really. Camping World, based on the ex-div date, but we're also down like so much in that position. Camping World is now trading at $19.02. Our average cost is $25.31, and we're down 25%. So it's a great opportunity to DCA. Long term, I do still see potential in it, and really it's just $55. What do y'all think? Should I just like say, take the loss and just use my money elsewhere? It's an $18 loss. I mean, at this point, does it really matter? I could easily use that $55, put into something else, and then also it's an opportunity to consolidate my portfolio. Maybe you guys can drop your opinions in the comment below, but I just thought I would use the typical investing, trope of dollar cost averaging when you're down, and let the stock ride back up, and you break even, and even become profitable. But that's it for Camping World on June 13th. That's their ex-div date. We're buying zero point 0.3 shares, total of 3.2 in the end after we bought the stock. And that brings our total for the Thursday buys $70.77. And in total, that's $152.07 in investing for the week in our taxable brokerage account. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe for more. Peace.